this is my husband, Bruce. Come on up. Okay. And this is Bailey, who will be 8 months old tomorrow. And today I announced an exploratory committee for President of the United States. I never thought I would run for anything ever in my life, but America's middle class is getting hollowed out, and opportunity for too many of our young people is shrinking. So I'm in this fight all the way. Right now, Washington works great for the wealthy and the well-connected. It's just not working for anyone else. But I am optimistic. I believe in what we can do together. I'm going to build a grassroots campaign. It's already got people from all across this country who are going to be part of it, and together we're going to make change. And if people out there see it and want to be part of it, I hope they go to elizabethwarren.com and join us, because this is how we're going to build the movement that will change America. So thank you all for being here. You have a question?
You know the urgency that a lot of Democrats feel about defeating Donald Trump in 2020. What's your message to the Democratic primary voter who says, I love where Senator Warren stands on the issues, but I worry about electability. I worry about a campaign more about Native American ancestry than the middle class?
You know, look, I'm in this fight because I understand what's happening to working families. I grew up in a paycheck-to-paycheck family, and my big chance was a commuter college that cost $50 a semester. I run for office because I'm grateful down to my toes for the opportunities that were given to me, and I am determined that we will give those same opportunities, not just to some of our kids, but to all of our kids. I think when we fight for something positive, for something big, when we show, not just tell, but show what Democrats will get out there and make happen, I think that's how we win.
Senator Warren, do you think your politics are too polarizing for a national audience?
You know, look, the way I see it right now, Washington works great for giant drug companies, but just not for people who are trying to get a prescription filled. Washington works great for for-profit colleges and student loan outfits, but not for young people who are getting crushed by student loan debt. And you could keep going through the list. The problem we've got right now in Washington is that it works great for those who've got money to buy influence. And I'm fighting against that, and you bet it's going to make a lot of people unhappy. But at the end of the day, I don't go to Washington to work for them. Our government should be working for the people, and that's the movement I'm going to lead.
Senator Warren, you articulated this very point throughout the course of your career, and you saw a real estate developer from New York expropriate that message in 2016. How do you basically convince people that this message is still a message that belongs to the Democratic Party, given that it's been expropriated and used effectively by a real estate developer?
We have to get out there and be clear about what we're fighting for, and then we got to show we're willing to fight for it. It's not enough just to talk the talk. We've actually got to be willing to get out and walk the walk. And that means we've got to stand behind the kinds of changes that will matter in the lives of everyday people. And when that means standing up to big drug companies, we won't do what this administration has done, and that is said, raise prices whenever you want. We'll say we're going to make real change.
Follow up. How does your message compare to that of Sherrod Brown, for example, and others who are making some of the same points?
You know, I think it's great that we have a strong and growing group of Democrats who are making these arguments, who are fighting these fights. That's how we build a movement. We do it together.
Senator Warren, you have not been afraid to take on Donald Trump really head-to-head in the past. Do you expect that you will need to go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with him and hurl it right back at him, as you know he has already started to do with you? Is that part of winning this?
Look, I think the central part of winning this is to get out and talk to people about what we're fighting for. We want a government that works not just for the rich and powerful. We want a government that works for everyone. And we can make that happen we have to do it together. I think that's how we
Senator Warren, now that you have had a few weeks to think about this, if you were to do it over again today, would you handle the release of the DNA test any differently today?
You know, I've put it all out there. It's there for anyone to see. But at the end of the day, what this is going to be about, this election going forward, is going to be about the tens of millions of families across this country who work hard, who play by the rules, and who just time after time take one body blow after another. It has been decades in which profits have gone through the roof and workers' incomes have stayed flat, in which the costs of housing have gone up, the costs of health care have gone up, the costs of an education have gone up, and yet families aren't getting more money to cover all of that. I think that's going to be the central issue in this campaign. Who do you think government should work for? Republicans, Donald Trump have made clear they think government should work for the wealthy and the well-connected. And right now, that's exactly what it's doing. I think it ought to work for everyone else, and that's what this fight is about.
Senator, does super PACs have a place in this race?
I'm sorry?
Does super PACs have a place in this race? Would you take support from super PACs?
So, look, I believe that as Democrats, the way we're going to win in 2020 is by building a grassroots movement all across this country. And that means we have to build this movement with small dollar donors, with volunteers, with real people. I don't think we ought to be running campaigns that are funded by billionaires, whether it goes through super PACs or their own money that they're spending. Democrats are the party of the people. And the way we make that clear is we join together and we fund our campaigns. We make our campaigns work through the people. By the way, today already, since I've made the announcement this morning, I already received donations from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and Puerto Rico. That's how you build a grassroots campaign.
Senator,
Senator,
your
that's
message,
what
your
the
message
party
to
is-
Massachusetts
Last question.
voters, you just won re-election. Your
Yep.
message to voters who say now she's more focused on running for president rather than representing Massachusetts.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
I'm in the fight for all of our families. It's the same fight that drew me in to elected politics to begin with. I want to see an America that works, not just for some people, but an America that works for all of us. That's why
Are
I'm
you and
in
your
this.
family ready for
So-
all this?
Well, you can actually, I have to say, Bailey is really behaving himself here. He looks ready for it. You know, I'm about to go off and make phone calls to some supporters all around the country. Tonight, Bruce and I are going to do what we do every New Year's Eve. We're going to watch Casablanca, cheer at all the cheering parts, and cry at all the sad parts, and have a good evening. And I will see all of you, I hope, again very soon. Happy New Year to all of you.
And
Take
Bruce,
care.
Bruce, anything to add here? Bruce, anything to add here? Bruce, anything to add?
Anything you want to add, Heather?
We've been married a long time, and it's always been an adventure. So this is just another one.
Yeah, there we go. Another adventure.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Bye-bye.